What's going on, baseball fans? Coming at you with another MLB video. And this is going to be a video about the MLB season most likely will be canceled in probably about 48 hours. We've heard that multiple St. Louis Cardinals players have tested positive for the virus, and it's looking less and less likely that this season will go on for, it's looking less and less likely that this season will continue to play. Yankees do end up playing the Red Sox tonight. I'll be having obviously my post-game reaction coming out tonight, so make sure to stay tuned for that. But this very well could be one of the, if not the last Yankee game we watch in the 2020 season, and it's just a complete shame how it's got to be this way, because I think we know that the Miami Marlins and the St. Louis Cardinals players most likely could have ended up catching the virus because they went out and broke the rules and broke the protocols. So I'm gonna make a video about it, put my thoughts on it, and yeah. So the Cardinals, I think Carlos Martinez, a Cardinals pitcher. That's who I'm hearing. That's who ended up catching it. Ended up going out to a casino and ended up catching the coronavirus. Now, I'm not sure if it is Carlos Martinez. I'm pretty sure it's a pitcher, but I know he's one of the pitchers on the Cardinals, so I'm assuming it's him. I've heard on Twitter that it is him that did end up catching it, but there has been a couple players and I think 3 or 4 staff members, on the St. Louis Cardinals who have caught the virus, and it's just awful news, and it looks like the MLB season should be, canceled pretty, in the next couple days, because Rob Manfred ended up coming out and saying, he comes out and saying that if the MLB doesn't, if the cases continue to rise, he will most likely cancel the season by Monday. So, horrible, devastating news for baseball fans all around the globe. And it doesn't look like the MLB, it looks like the cases will continue to rise. The Cardinals and Brewers game is canceled tonight. There was supposed to be a game tonight at 7 between the Cardinals and Brewers. That game is not going to happen. And they were going to try to play a doubleheader tomorrow. It doesn't look like that's going to happen either. So just devastating news for baseball fans. And Rob Manfred comes out and says that the MLB season, if they don't continue to, if the COVID-19 cases continue to rise around the league, which they most likely will, the season will be canceled very, very soon. And that's not good news for baseball fans at all. We've been waiting so long for baseball to come back, and it's only been a little bit over a week into the baseball season, and it already looks like the MLB season will not be continuing to play. And that's just absolutely devastating news, because we've been waiting so long, and it's been such a miserable year, and it doesn't look like we're going to see any baseball, and most likely any football, this whole entire season. So, and I don't really follow basketball and hockey that much. I mean, I'm a Knicks fan and a Rangers fan, but I don't really follow basketball and hockey that much. If I'm going to be honest with you, I really don't care that much about basketball and hockey. I'm mainly a baseball and football fan, and it doesn't look like any of those sports will be playing. And the NBA and the NHL definitely are going to finish out their season. I mean, they haven't even had one positive test throughout the leagues. So they're definitely going to finish out their seasons. So that's good for NBA and NHL fans, but for an MLB and NFL fan like me, it's absolutely devastating news, because it doesn't look like the MLB or the NFL will be. The NFL might not even play any games at all. I mean, you never really know, because the NFL might. I don't even think it's going to play a single game. And to be honest with you, I really don't think they're going to play at all. But it doesn't look like the baseball season will be played. And baseball's a spread-out sport, so it should be pretty easy for baseball to finish out the season. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen, because the players were being irresponsible, and it looks like they are going to ruin the MLB season. And I just don't see how those games can be made up. I just don't really see enough dates on the schedule for those games between the Cardinals and Brewers to be made up. I don't see the Marlins making up all 60 games. I really don't see it. I mean, they haven't played baseball in a week, and I really don't see at least half of those games being made up. I don't even see the Marlins playing, maybe even for the rest. I don't even see the Marlins playing again. I know a player on the Marlins did opt out, so that's not good to hear, but I don't even see the Marlins playing again this year. Same thing with the Phillies. I really don't see the Marlins or the Phillies playing again this season, or same with the Cardinals. I don't see any of those teams playing again, because I think the baseball season, if it is going to be shut down, I think it's going to be shut down in the next couple days. I really do believe that. So, Yankee games tonight against the Red Sox. Tanaka's going to make his first start of the season. We'll see how he does tonight. Make sure to stay tuned for my post game for that. I'll be doing the post game for every single Yankee game, but it doesn't look like we'll have much Yankee games left. But if the season happens and it finds a way, to finish, I'll be doing the post game for every Yankee game, so make sure to stay tuned for those. I do every single Yankee game, so yeah, once again, I'm just really devastated right now. Just horrible news for baseball fans. And, yeah, it just doesn't really seem like we're going to have baseball for much longer this season. That just really sucks. So the St. Louis Cardinals most likely will not, play another game. I don't think the Marlins, Phillies, or Cardinals will play another game. The Cardinals might not play a game for another week. They're going to be shut down, and there's going to be so many games missed on their schedule. The schedule is absolutely, like, the schedulers have to be in, like, hell right now. I mean, the schedule is going to look horrible. I really don't see this MLB season finishing. I lost even more confidence. I checked my phone this morning, and I found out that more and more Cardinals players have tested positive for the virus, mainly because some of the players on that team were being irresponsible, and they're probably going to be the reason why the MLB season will shut down. So that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. What are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on the MLB season being suspended? Because I'm going to go out and say it. I really don't see the season playing out at all. I've lost all confidence in this year. I really don't trust the protocols at all. I don't trust Manfred. I think Manfred might make a stupid decision. I feel like it's a little bit too early to cancel it, but he'll probably do it anyway because he really doesn't know what he's doing. He comes out and says that, like, 2 days before the 2 days before he said that he could possibly shut down the season. 2 days ago, he says that it's not a nightmare of scenario when it definitely is a nightmare of scenario when a baseball team with the Miami Marlins tested positive for the virus. And he calls that not a nightmare scenario. And now, when the Marlins seem to be getting better, we came out that I think John Heyman or somebody like that, Ken Rosenthal, somebody tweeted out that none of the Marlins continue to test negative. None of the Phillies tested positive today. And that's really good news. It's a step in the right direction, but now he comes out and says that the MLB season could be canceled. When we finally get some good news, Rob Manfred comes out and says that the MLB season could be shut down in a couple of days. And they already, I think they told, like, TV channels to, switch it to an alternate channel because of the MLB season possibly being shut down in the next couple of days. So out of caution, they might not even have, like, live TV for baseball. I don't know what's going on with the whole TV channel thing, but I know, like, the MLB told, some of the TV channels to not play the games because they could be shut down, but I don't really know what's going on right now. The MLB is in a complete fiasco right now. I don't really know what the future is for the MLB. I just don't really see it playing out. I really only think we got a couple days left of baseball left. A couple days of baseball left, and then I see the Major League Baseball shutting down in a couple days because I see the cases continue to rise, and I'm pretty sure we'll have another team with an outbreak like this. I know Rangers manager Chris Woodward came out and says if another team has something like this, the season will most likely be canceled, and the Cardinals most likely will have an outbreak. I see the cases continue to rise in that Cardinals locker room. I don't see them playing tomorrow. I don't even see them playing for probably another week. Out of caution, I feel like they should. I feel like the Phillies have to play. I think the Phillies haven't had any positive tests after being in contact with a completely sick Marlins team with a corona-filled Miami Marlins team. They played against the Marlins. They played against the Marlins for 3 games. And the Phillies have had, 5-6 straight days of no positive tests, of negative tests. And the Phillies can't play? You're wasting time. The Phillies have got to get some play. I mean, might as well just not let them sit there in Philadelphia. You got to let the Phillies play some baseball. Let the Yankees play the Phillies after the Red Sox series. I'll take on the Phillies. The Phillies have got to play somebody. I mean, if they're having 4 or 5 straight days of negative tests after being around a corona-filled Marlins team, why aren't the Phillies playing baseball right now? It really doesn't make any sense. And I feel like if the Cardinals only had, how many players do they have? 2, 3 players? 4 staff members test positive? I don't think that's that bad, and I think that's good enough for them to play a baseball game. It's really stupid. I don't understand why the Phillies and Cardinals can't play baseball. I feel like we got to stop we're being a little bit overcautious now. I feel like we got to play some baseball because time's going to run out, and there's not going to be enough dates in the schedule to make up those games, and the season's going to be a disaster. We're going to have teams playing 52 games, and their record's going to be not going to be any close. The record's not even going to be even close to what other teams' record is. Like, they're not going to play the same. They're not going to play nowhere near the same amount of games as other teams have, and that's not fair for the other teams. It's not, because their winning percentage is going to be a lot higher because they've played less games. That's not fair. The Marlins, Phillies, and Cardinals all have to play. Unless it's a full-on outbreak like the Marlins had, they have to play baseball, or there's going to be no season because the record is going to be a disaster. That's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little rant I went on. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys next time. And what do you think the future of the MLB is? Do you think it's going to be canceled? Do you think it'll find a way to finish the season? Personally, I don't think so. I've lost all confidence in this season. I don't trust. I think Manfred's going to make a stupid decision, and cancel it when we're starting to see positive, negative tests. And I think Manfred's going to come out and, just cancel the season because he doesn't care. So that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.